Hello, hello, hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and others. Greetings, salutations, and a few other large words that just mean hello that help me inflate my ego by pretending I have an expansive vocabulary. How are you guys doing today? I hope the answer is fantastic. This is your fella Kuro here, and today, guys, we've got yet another episode 16 of our Clip of the Week PvP series over here on the channel. Already know what it is, I'm sure you do, but if you do not know what it is, we've got PvP clips from all over the place, different platforms, different servers, different classes, different playstyles, all over the place. We've got the whole 9 yards here. We're going to look at them, we're going to talk about them, we're going to have some fun, guys, and then after the video is over, you guys can head on over to my YouTube community page to vote on who you guys think should win this week's Clip of the Week. Last week's winner was, of course, Is There No One Else and Blap Who. It was a 2vx video. It was a really good time. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. Their clip is playing right now. If you guys want to get involved in this and your own clips, check the description down below. That is going to have all the information you need on how to do that. Before we dive on in, though, I do just want to do a couple of my usual things here. First of all, if you are not subbed to the channel, what are you doing? You definitely should be. Definitely want to hit that bell button so you don't miss any future episodes going forward, because it's going to be a lot of fun, and you would hate to miss it. I know you would. Second of all, big shout out and thank you to my patrons and my YouTube channel members for being my biggest supporters. You guys are the realest OGs, and I would very much like to kiss you all on the cheek, of course, not the lips. That is banned. I do have a girlfriend. She wouldn't like that very much, but I mean, if you don't tell anybody, you know, maybe we work some out. But anyway, guys, that is it. Let's go ahead and watch some people get absolutely brutalized. Let's talk about it. Let's have some fun. Let's dive into these clips right now. Alright, coming on into the first clip, we have a returning face, Upshot. You guys have seen him here plenty of times before. He is today playing a little more of his regular Stamina Warden, and he's going to show us how to play the class. Personally, I don't like this class too much right now because of the problems that I personally think it has. He doesn't have any of those problems. Now, he's got a few guys here in the tower. We're going to go ahead and land at that beautiful, beautiful sub-Donnie combo there around the corner. Plague Break bringing both of those guys down, and the third guy deciding he'd rather jump out of the tower instead of have the 1v1, which is a smart choice. It was not going to go in his favor if he was to stay there. Now, Upshot is not going to do anything hasty. He's not going to rush outside into this group and die. He's going to wait for them to come in here. First responder comes in. Upshot's going to go ahead and just tickle the back of his head a little bit real quick. Doesn't seem to notice Upshot's there. Don't know how, because he is chunking his health bar really crazily. And he goes ahead and puts him down. Now, second guy going to go ahead and jump out of the tower again, because once again, he does not want to have that 1v1 because he knows it's not going to go his way. At this point, Upshot is getting a little bored of waiting for them to come in, so he's just going to go ahead and come out himself. He's got the Dawnbreaker, he's got the Plague Break, he's got the sub, so he should be able to clean up these guards really, really quick, which he will do here. Drop the sub, big Dawnbreaker, boom, bringing all those guards down real low, just waiting for one to pop, and then they will all pop because of the Plague Break, and you are going to see it right here. Boom, blows up almost all the guards there. This DK is at about half health. He's going to try to put some pressure into him. Unfortunately, a Nightblade does come up from behind and starts tickling the inside of Upshot's rear, and it doesn't really feel too good. He's being penetrated by the Nightblade, and he has to get on the defense here. Now, Upshot knows how to deal with situations like this. He is a healing menace, as you can see. His healing power is very, very incredible, and he's just going to go ahead and just tank through these guys, ego them right in their faces, and just wait for a good opportunity to go offense here. He has the Dawnbreaker come up, so he's going to go ahead and drop the sub down, tries to get the offensive combo up before the fourth guy joins the fight. Unfortunately, he's not fast enough. Luckily, these guys don't really seem to know what they're doing, so he's going to get both of them there. They're both taking a lot of damage from the Plague Break dot and the subs just kind of casually, and he goes ahead and blows them both up with the assistance of the Plague Break, and now he's just got two guys. He's going to go ahead and try to focus the Stamina DK from before, because he knows that Stamina DK isn't packing too much in the back pocket, and he can bring him down. Unfortunately, the Stam DK is going to take a little bit of pressure right here and immediately go into Corrosive and just do what he can to stay alive, and it's going to work. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to put him down just yet. He's going to just barely make it out with his life, so Upshot's just going to go ahead and change targets on over here to this Stamina Necromancer, who has no idea what the hell he's doing, and immediately catches the Fade, and then the last guy does get BM'd by the whole blue faction here showing up, and that is the end of Upshot's clip. Coming on now into clip number 2, we have yet another returning face with NightwolfPact. He's playing a little bit of the Mag DK, and he's going to go ahead and show us just how powerful this class can be. He goes ahead and brings down the first target there. Very easy kill. On to the next guy. 300 CP, barely any health. Just going to go ahead and dot him up. That's going to go ahead and finish him. Now the sniper has decided that it was a good idea to close the gap and start hitting our boy at point blank range with Draining Shot. That's a little weird. and he's going to pay the price for it here in a moment. He's going to go ahead and fossilize him, dot him up, try to hit him with the whips, but he is also being chased around by a PvE DPS build, and believe it or not, that is hurting quite a fucking lot. Now, again, getting the dots up on this sniper here. Sniper is going to get stunned, not know how stuns work, refuses to break free, dots kill him, and now our boy Nightwolf can focus on the PvE DPS build. He doesn't have a lot of health, but his damage is absolutely fucking disgusting. Luckily, he didn't have any kind of defense at all, and the dots just kind of ticked away on him and killed him. So now Nightwolf has a bit of a second to catch his breath, just a moment before a few more guys come up the stairs ready to steal his shit. And he's going to react very well, pulling immediately to the tower, trying to get inside, taking a bad in cap there, right to the back of the cranium. Doesn't feel very good. Up onto the stairs now, one guy inside by himself, overextending. Second Nightblade comes out of stealth, kind of scares Nightwolf back into the tower because he doesn't want to get double ganked, triple ganked. You have no idea how many fucking Nightblades are out here these days, guys. Gets this guy really, really low. Big fat leap here, gets the whip on him, brings him down to like 5% health, but there are too many people coming in the door to try to force that kill, so he decides to pull off for now, stay alive, and try to get him again later. One guy comes up the stairs by himself, dot him up real quick here, but he is getting hit by now by a fucking Dark Convergence. We hate to see those things. He's trying to stick out the kill, but he just can't quite get it because there's a lot of pressure coming in. That PvE build is back. He's going to go ahead and focus that first this time. One guy just died around the corner to dots. That is unfortunate. It happens all the time though. Now the PvE DPS guy is dead, and there are, I think, 2 Nightblades still running around inside of the tower. He's going to go ahead and get rid of this Mage Guard because we all hate Mage Guards. They are the bane of my existence. And now looks inside. Somebody's rezzing the PvE player. Gotta get in there, try to bash that. I don't think he got the bash in time, but I also don't think the guy gets back up, which is odd. But, you know, hey, it's a W. Now, he's got 2 Nightblades here. There's one guy trying to root him from distance, and the other guy is just kind of... He's just kind of happy to be involved. He tries to catch the low health guy with the leap, but he misses, hits somebody else, but it's okay because the guy decides that it's a good idea to throw his life away for the dream, trying to press NightwolfPact with 12% health, catching one whip to the nose, and getting sent packing. And now at this point, most of the people in this tower are dead, minus the 2 Nightblades that are running around, and neither of them are much of a threat. Nightwolf is going to go ahead and dot up the first Nightblade, hit him with a big, fat, disgusting whip there, finishing him off with the dots. Second Nightblade comes out of stealth. Nightwolf fully dots him up here, catches him with the fossilize, tries to whip him, does dodge roll a couple times, being a little bit annoying, but he's going to jump off, sacrifice himself. I guess he doesn't like life, so he decided to end it all, and now there's one guy left in the tower here who I think we've already killed him like 6 times. He's going to go ahead and dot him up, fossilize, breath, whip, and that is the end of Nightwolf's clip. Up next with clip number 3, we've got the one and only NastyYc. He's got a big group of yellows here, and he's got one mad DK ready to go. Brings one guy down real low health, but he does get stunned by the really weird set that I can't believe anybody actually uses, and doesn't get to secure the kill immediately. Luckily, guy doesn't heal, doesn't catch any off heals, chases him down, finishes him off. These guys are all hanging out at low health. There's the big leap, trying to punish those guys that are at low health. Brings down one, plague break pops, brings down the second one, pressuring the third guy here, hanging out at half health, throwing shards for some reason. Come in here, bash the res, just kidding, he's gonna get back up. Unfortunate, but it's just one more body to put back down for the clip. Big fat leap here, couple of whips to this man's cranium, followed by the execute, bringing him on down over to the heavy attacker here. He's gonna go ahead and get behind this pillar, come out here, try to dot him up, but now there are more guys rolling up on the set, and that is no good. There is an enemy Destro ult right there. Don't know what that was doing. It wasn't hitting anybody, but I guess it was there for moral support. Notice one guy in the back here hanging out at half health. What are you doing, buddy? Go ahead and hit him with the breath, hit him with the light attack, bring him down. Again, so many people at low health. Nasty can see it. He is going to try to go ahead and get this big fat leap right here, bringing him down a few. That is the goal. There's one, there is 2. Plague break pops, handles the second one for him, but turns around. There's at least 5 guys alive. 2 or 3 dead back there that are about to get rezzed. There they go. They're back on their feet. So this is starting to become a bit of a cluster fuck. I'm sure you guys have heard that term before. Every now and then, this is what people are referring to when they use that term. This is a clusterfuck. It's very bad. There's a lot of yellows. There's not a lot of backup for him, and he's just going to try to stay alive. Go ahead and focus on this guy in the back here who seems like he has no idea what's going on. Go ahead, break his skull, fucking shatter it. On to the kiting behind the pillar, trying to heal. Everyone is starting to turn on him now. They don't like him. Big breath there, a lot of damage on this guy. He's going to go ahead and segregate himself from the group, catch the leap and the whips, go ahead and blow up. No one there to catch the damage from the plague break, but hey, what are you gonna do? Now, Nasty has to decide if he's going to try to push inside or try to keep this outside body down. I think it would be a better idea for him to keep the outside body down. I'm pretty sure he comes to that decision himself as well. Goes ahead and gets a big leap here, bringing down yet another guy, and now he's got 2 bodies on the outskirts, so if they want to get these bodies up, they got to get off that ram. Gonna go ahead and get behind yet another little pillar here over in the distance, come in here with the breath, dotting people up. He's been stunned by the set, taking a bunch of heavy attacks. Heavy attacks aren't doing enough damage to make him feel scared though. Big breath there, a lot of damage. Here comes the leap. Couple of whips here. Oh, he gets stunned. Not good, not good, but he's going to go ahead and dodge, roll out, get the heals up, rebuff, get behind the pillar, get a little bit of line of sight, and then re-engage on that guy that he hit, because again, nobody is healing them. I don't know how there are so many people here and no one is throwing out off heals. How does this happen? Where do you find groups like this? Please, sir, let me know. I want to know. I am begging. I am dying to know. 2 guys there, hit by the leap, brought down to very, very low HP. But the one guy does manage to actually heal himself. I think it was the first person I've seen use a self-heal this entire time, and he does lose out on both of those kills. So he's going to be patient, get back over here kiting. This guy has segregated himself from the group. He's all alone over here by himself. Gonna go ahead and hit him with the dots, hit him with the whip, bring him down, noodle him, get rid of him, and now back on to the group. Go ahead and poke him from range. Get the buffs up, try to not stand in that, because why is that there? A lot of circles going down. He sees a friendly bomber over on the corner there, so he's just going to go ahead and get in here and start mixing up with these fellas. On to this guy, bring it down 2, 3, 4, 5. There goes the whole entire group, because Nasty, with the pressure, with the leap, and the bomber coming in, everyone's blowing the fuck up. This is a beautiful, glorious sight, bringing down the guys that are getting back up because someone used the Necro result and got a couple of them back up, but that is not going to be enough. Here comes the leap, boom, blow up the first guy, big execute to the second guy, onto the Necro here now, dotted him up, whip him, a couple more whips here, execute, boom, blow him up, onto the last guy, dotted, and he explodes, and that is the end of Nasty's clip, and boy, was that a fucking crazy fight. Rolling on into clip number 4 now, we've got SdG Xandi on the Xbox. Pretty sure it's Xbox NA. We're just going to call him Xandi for short to save a little bit of breath. And yeah, he's coming up now onto a keep that is currently being besieged by a massive group of yellows, and as a proud EP warrior, he is not going to allow that to happen. Comes up here, sees the door is already down, so he's going to go ahead and run this guy's pockets here as he tries to pick up his siege. Not going to allow that. That is absolutely not acceptable here. Going to go ahead and just snatch his soul from his body, put him down. Onto the next guy here, level 32. Not really much he can do to keep himself alive, but luckily he doesn't need to worry about it because a healer rolls up and heals him from about 2% HP. Not healing him fast enough though, because Xandi's going to go ahead and hit him with a big fat donkey balls leap, and then a couple of executes to bring him down. Now a friendly Nightblade shows up for a moment, kind of splits the group, instills panic into the hearts of these weak-minded yellows, and gives Xandi a good opportunity to come in here and abuse this poor guy who is on the ground. I forgot how breaking free works. Now coming into the keep, the group is split. Some of the guys are in the keep, some of the guys are outside of the keep, and Xandi's got a nice opportunity to 1v1 this Templar here. Doesn't take a lot of damage from the Templar's Crescent there, and something rips that man's fucking teeth out of his mouth, and Xandi goes ahead and dots him up. The dots finish him off with the guard attacks. Now he's going to go ahead and kill this next guy from range with the breath. That is something that you don't see very often, but it's very, very visually appealing. Coming in here, bashing the res, and hitting the next guy here with a leap. Big fat whip to follow up on that leap. And now he's just going to get back here and try to watch the bodies and manage this group. This guy is not healing himself up. Going to go ahead and hit him with the whip, bring him on down. And then again, just watching for the reses and watching for anybody that gets dropped low by the guards. We got one here who is not watching his heals. Big leap there. Instead of chasing down the first guy, he's going to turn around and kill the guy behind him. Start spinning to chase down the Nightblade. And honestly, guys, that is it. Everything happened so fast, but that was such a well-executed clip, and it was very nice to watch. That is a good clip by SdG Xandi. Now, coming on into our 5th and final clip, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the god deity, and he's going to show us just what it feels like to be a god, rolling up on this keep hot, immediately being sniped and chased by 3 or 4 people into the tower. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of heavy attacks here on the clan fear to get back a little bit of the juice. Come outside here, and there's one guy immediately on top of him. He goes ahead and decides that he's not going to bother trying to 1v1 right there. He's going to go ahead and come up to the top, which he thinks is a better location, until he starts getting sniped, because that is where the sniper decided he is going to take up residence. Sniper actually has some moves here, jumping around on the outside there, back and forth. Very thumbs heavy there. I didn't expect snipers to have thumbs, but he did demonstrate that stereotypes aren't always correct. Now the sniper has some balls. He's chasing goddeity around, sniping him at point blank range. A couple of guys, and when I say a couple, I mean at least 6, are coming around the corner chasing this man. They are on him like white on rice, and they want to absolutely decimate him. They want to remove him from the annals of history. They want to eradicate his bloodline. Unfortunately for them, goddeity's got some fucking damage in the back pocket there with the big Dawnbreaker, with the blast bones and the boneyard, bringing down at least one guy, bringing everyone else down to half health, and showing him that he will not be fucked with. I think a couple of those guys after that have already left the fight and are no longer going to pursue, but there are still going to be 2 or 3 or 4 here that are just going to push through. Now he notices there is a level 11 in the group, and I'm sure you guys are already just calculating in your heads how hard he is going to hit him with the combo, and we're going to see here shortly, don't you worry. He's going to go ahead and get around the corner here. He's got the Dawnbreaker now. He's going to go ahead and set up the combo. Here's the Blast Bones, big Dawnbreaker. Here is the Boneyard, boom, blowing up one of them onto the next one here, but they are taking too much healing, so he's going to go ahead and just drop down here, rebuff, get back upstairs, and try to make sure no one is rezzing. No one is rezzing. The bodies have disappeared, so he is good to go. He's going to go ahead and rebuff, get himself set up here, just kind of set up a nice little space to fight, get the tether up, but he's taking a lot of pressure, so he's going to go ahead and kite. Please forgive me, my mouth is not working. I have not slept in about 25 hours, so I'm a little tired now. He's going to go ahead and tank through these guys over the top. 2 guys, not a big deal. He's just going to wait for the combo here to be ready. 3 guys, it's starting to get a little dicey, but it's not a big problem for him. There is the Blast Bones. He is ready to go. He's going to go ahead and bring up yet another Blast Bones here. Drop the Dawnbreaker. Here comes the Boneyard. Boom, the Boneyard blows up one with the Blast Bones. So that is yet another man removed from the equation. On to this next guy here. Hitting him really, really hard with that Vampire Spammable. But the Blast Bones are not up right now, so he's not taking as much pressure as I'm sure he would like him to be taking. Takes a big fat leap from the DK there, holds block, does a little bit of healing, and he is back on the offense here. Taking a lot of damage though, getting a lot of annoying stuns from that Arctic Blast, and he is all of a sudden struggling to be the one pressuring here, and I'm sure he is starting to feel it, but he is going to do his best. Tank through. Here is the Boneyard with the Blast Bones, doing a lot of damage to this guy, but it's not quite enough, because for some reason this man seems to have absolutely fucking unlimited magicka and can hit Arctic Blast 500 times in a row without ever stopping, and I feel the goddeity's pain on this one. I'm sure that hurt to see. He is taking a lot of damage from those passive Blast Bones. Here is the Dawnbreaker. Here is the Blast Bones with the Boneyard. A lot of pressure there, but again, he is just not dying. He has got all the healing in the world, but it is not enough. Finally, the Blast Bones connects with the Vampire Spammable and blows that fella up and sends him to the afterlife to go and join his friends that have already been destroyed in this fight prior. Now it's just a 1v1 here up at the top of the tower. I'm going to go ahead and set up the Blast Bones here with the Boneyard. Do a couple of the Vampire Spambles. The guy is on to the rolls, though. He's not going to be taking any damage here for a moment. He's going to start playing super defensively. Going to go ahead and get the dots up on goddeity. Goddeity is going to return in kind, hitting him with a couple of the Vamp Spambles, trying to put a little bit of damage into him before he hits him with the big combo to try to make sure he secures that kill. As you can see here, he's setting up. He's doing what he can, and he wants to secure this kill. He wants it to not take too long. Goes ahead and baits him there at the low health, and that is all he needed to do, because the man forgot what it's like to be a tank for a moment and takes the big combo straight to the face, and he dies, and that is the end of the goddeity's clip. And with that, guys, that is of course the end of the video. That was all of the clips. I hope you enjoyed it. Do not forget to, for the love of God, do not forget, guys, please, I'm begging you, do not forget to show some support to the content creators and streamers and YouTubers that sent in clips to be featured on this week's episode. They are all linked in the description, so 100% go check them out. They're also in the pinned comment. If you liked the video, again, like I said before, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not, honestly, what are you doing? You're making a huge life mistake that I think you could very easily remedy with the click of one little button. Hit that bell, join the Discord, come follow me on Twitch, come hang out with me live. It's a lot of fun. Big thank you to everyone that is here right now, still in this video, giving me that view time. I appreciate the shit of you. Why don't you hit that thumbs up button? But anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop talking now. Go vote right now. Love you. Kuro out. Bye.